Hello and welcome to part 15 of Citizen Sleeper. We're ready to end the day for the first time in our new house. I thought maybe our new house would be a little more comfortable, so maybe we would like only lose 1 energy instead of 2 or something like that, but it didn't change, so that's sad. But at least we're feeding animals, so let's see what we have for tomorrow. For some reason I was like, oh, we're dreaming? Nope, that is just the loading screen. It happens every time. Wait, action unavailable? Why is it unavailable? Because we did it yesterday? Hold on. Where's our end cycle button gone? Is something happening here? Something's happening! The Stray! A low-end cat. Look at it, it's so sassy. Okay, the Stray hops onto a work surface and looks out of the unit's small window. This is so perfect. Okay. It doesn't acknowledge your presence. It just sits there beside the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at the low end. What is this cat's story? Are there more on the station? You haven't seen another in the low end, but in this vast megastructure that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this one down in the Warrens. You look at its sleek dark fur and sharp eyes. It doesn't look ragged, it looks at home. In fact, its presence in the unit makes you wonder if this is the Stray's apartment which you are squatting in. That was my first thought. This is this cat's home. We just came in and decorated for it. Let's watch the Stray. I don't want to like get in its space straight away. Though the Stray is looking out at the station, you feel its attention on you. Yeah, exactly. Waiting for you to spring your trap. You remain relaxed and watch as something flickers in its eyes, perhaps a reflection of a passing ship. The Stray settles a little and starts eating, picking at the broken crackers. I wonder if it would have run away if we tried to approach. You don't remember ever having been this close to an animal. It triggers something in you, a recognition of life, totally unlike your own, but still somehow connected, parallel, even interwoven. The Stray licks crumbs from its fur. We can talk to it. It's not gonna answer, but what do I think is a good conversation point to the cat? Do you like it here? Do you like it here? The Stray flicks their tail at the sound of your voice. It's hard to imagine the Stray liking anything, or at least being vulnerable enough to admit it. But the Stray's pleasure at existing here, in this place, shines through its every sinew. It is not that the Stray is always happy on the eye, but the Stray is engaged by this place. It is alive here. Oh, I love that. You turn your eyes to the window, the one that the Stray looks out of, and you both watch the stars and the ships together. You feel something pass between you and the Stray, a kind of acknowledgement of each other, a sense that each of you might share something with the other, a point of connection. Then, all at once, the Stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit, and brushes along your legs, and then it's gone, out through the unit door and back into the corridors of the low end. Amazing. How cool. Okay, we can feed him again. We're gonna feed him every time. We're gonna make such a bond. Okay, I hope we don't have to move to another house though. We could even, if we ever get rich enough to stay in that hotel, feed the cat before we go. Maybe the cat will miss us. Okay, so tomorrow we have to go to Rabia's office. I forgot about that. No, we're being bribed. Bribed by people. I don't like it. So we have a 5 and a 6, which are both the best we can get. We have a 1 and a 2, which we could use elsewhere, but at this point I'm like, I want to buy this final scrap, right? I want it. The ship's gonna leave. I might as well take my ration. Okay, we finally got some actual scrap, so the next time that we get points, if we do buy the scrap for condition thing, we can buy some condition. So right, don't we get to buy two ship mine fragments from this place when it comes in from the merchants? So, and they cost like, I can't remember how much each, but if we bought 2, combined them with this one and sold that, I'm pretty sure that we make a profit. I don't know how much of a profit, but I did say today was gonna be a money day because we really would like to go to green thing, I forgot its name, over Founders Gap. So this is our next priority. I think we've done the hub. So when I first started recording today, the priorities were noodles, done, hub, done, well, as much as we can until we have money. We should eat upstairs one time, like maybe tomorrow we'll eat upstairs and we'll see if it introduces us to any people, if it gives us like full energy and stuff like that. So we've done the hub, we've done our house. That was the 3 things. We have 2 pills. We'll only have 3 dice tomorrow, so that's when it starts to be like, should we take a pill now since we have them? Like today? Hold on. So we know we're getting these for cheaper, but we also just might lose access to them at some point. I think the next, the 2 things I guess that's next, it either has to be Ethan, or we're just gonna really hope that Fang gets his shit together. What was the 3rd option for that? Let's just double check. Oh, get off the place, yeah. Right, we'll still have time when we get closer to that. So let's... The other thing then is to start on the bar, which I would also like to do, but for now then, let's just start with... Will you... Oh, hold on. There was the thieving as well. Wait, I wonder what else we can get from this. This is exciting. No. You know what? No. Let's just use this day as a betweeny day to get some money. I know we're on a timer, but we have 20 odd days. Because we want to get to the green place. And I think we might take one of the pills tonight. I know it might be very soon, but at least we'll be back to 5 dice instead of 3 dice. That means we can do so much more tomorrow. And that means we could even afford, if we did like, if we got good dice, if we got lucky, we could even afford to get there tomorrow. I mean, we still could if we sold this, but I don't want to do that. But, let's start it. Let's get our two successes here. And then let's get our havenage data. Oh, now I keep thinking about the fact that we could get double of this if we had that other perk. God damn it. Also, I think maybe, is it when we complete these, that's what gives us, it's not the circles, because for some reason when it said you get a, if you finish a drive, you get a skill point. So I thought the circles were drive, but now like it's these, aren't they? So probably when we complete these, we get a skill point. So we're probably gonna get a bunch more when we make it to Greenway. We'll be able to get the mushrooms for Empress. We'll be able to maybe find Ashton if they're there. Entering the Greenway gets us one immediately. Crack Conway. Help Bliss, which we need money for. Set up the distillery is like my personal goal. Even though I haven't put any time into it. Let's get this so we can get the thing from Castor. I mean, not yet, but soon. And then since I don't necessarily need another thing right now, I'm gonna re-roll this. Good job. Okay. Totally forgot you could roll the same dice again. So our options, Havenage or... Oh, we can lose energy if we fuck that one up. We could just work at the bar to get a little bit of money, or we could get a... No, we're gonna get a data. It would be better if we could get 2 datas, but... I'm gonna get 1 so I've got it on hand. We can get these anytime now, right? With a 1 or a 3. And I don't want one in my pocket when I go and see that woman. I'm gonna maybe just work at the bar then. See, it doesn't tell me here if... I mean, I could do this. Like, we might get a negative, but it doesn't tell us... A negative is still a plus. We could try it this one time. And if it hurts us, it doesn't matter if we're going to take this pill tonight. And we're going to eat at the restaurant tomorrow, so... For science. Right? Yeah. Neutral. Oof. I gained an energy and I lost 2 energy? Is that what happened? No. Oh no, I gained... Did I mistake energy for Ethan's death? But I think I lost an energy. And then I gained an energy. Or something, because I'm still alright. But that's fine, okay. Let's go and feed the cat. We always need to make sure we have enough money to feed the cat. We're gonna eat it. We are gonna eat that restaurant, and then we're gonna earn more money. I'm very focused on getting into Greenway or Green, whatever it's called, Green area. Oh, let's not forget to take the stabilizer. Again, I don't know how good of an idea it is, but the other option is we end up with none. No, we end up with 3 dice tomorrow, and if we do this, we have 5. So it seems good enough to me. I'm doing it. Okay. And then next day, we're ready. Wait, did I feed the cat? Did I actually do it? Yeah, action complete, right? Did I do it? Oh shit. The stray crunches up the crackers as you watch. Sometimes they let you stroke them, sometimes not. Oh, I've probably just wasted a bunch of money there. Never mind. We'll do it each day once and remember that we've done it. Okay. We've used our dice. Let's end the cycle. We don't have anything else to do. But it's gonna be pretty soon. Then I think we're gonna be able to get to the next area. Be cool if it was today, but let's see then. Oh, we are gonna... Oh, man, okay. We should do the Havenage thingies today. 100%. Because that'll get us the 5. That gets us another shipmine core. And then we've just got it and we don't have to think about that anymore. But then the only thing is, right, when we end up with 2s later and then we re-roll the 2s and we get 2s again. Oh, we can still do it, yeah. Oh, we can wait. Oh god, I feel like we're just gonna get a bunch of these all at once. Right, we have the 6, which we're gonna have to use to get money, or I would like to use to get money at least. That's gonna get us real close, and then we might do some forms of re-rolls. Maybe we'll use the 2s. Let's see first what happens with Rabaya. I'm nervous about this, I don't quite like it. As you approach the address Rabaya gave you, a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of strength. A hint of the strength her implants give you. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabaya and Toshiro, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Oh, I saw them in the image. Is that... I bet they video through them. These here. Okay. Jaya, please, the sleeper is here by my invitation. As Rabaya At Rabaya's command, the hand immediately loosens and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Jaya's face. Of course, Rabaya, I'm sorry. Rabaya waves her away. I hope I'm saying the name wrong. I hope I'm saying the name wrong. I hope I'm saying the name right, or I hope I'm not saying the name wrong. I apologize if I am. Don't you worry, I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head to the tambo? They have a delivery coming and they'll need some help with the lifting. Jaya nods and walks away. So Sleeper, you came. I'm glad. It didn't feel like an offer. I'm sorry for that. She smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on this station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm. I'm glad. Rabaya begins walking and gestures you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into the bustling walkways of the low end. What do you know about Yatagan? Let's just say you run the low end. Let's not be like accusatory with our statements. This is just what we've heard. I'm sure she knows the reputation. She laughs. That sounds impressive. We run out of the low end, yes, but we don't run it. Our people with carts... No, that's not speech. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. But when was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye? A policeman? Who makes the laws here? No one? Havenage thinks they do. Erling did. I'm gonna say no one. This is true. The eye is lawless, so it's up to us all to make it work for us, but I don't imagine you think that is a good thing. If you'd spent time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erland's time. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and the rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabaya meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here on this station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned. The moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. The moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence? The moons? The Eye became a refuge, and Erlin, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Rabia leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Wait, many within his organization disagreed. Okay. Erlin's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families, were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yatagan is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we're a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Right, I understand what you're saying, but also, they are literally, like, enhancing people and taking data from them without their knowledge. That's the thing. Fair enough, having a community policing service gang who tries to look after their own, I can understand that. But it's a bit different when, like, there's the shady business on the side. Rabia catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while. Among the smells and textures of the low end, oh, that was the same sentence, you start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. Where do I come into this, or where is Sabine? I'm gonna ask about Sabine, I think. Rabia sighs and takes a moment to answer. I told you, Sleeper. They have gone, and we do not know where. I understand Sabine must have told you about their debt to us, but that was an agreement entered into willingly, and which benefited them greatly. I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of Yatagan, an ex-corporate employee. It goes against our nature. But their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied. That was all. But I cannot... So... What surgery are we talking about here? But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made us. Have we... Now I'm trying to think, like... Sabine, could they have had, like, trackers in them as well, even though they're human? Because they came from the corporate? Is everybody microchipped and shit? I don't know. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yatagan has not lasted this long because it's a charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. They were trapped, desperate, or who is Yannick? See, this... It kind of feels like... We're either choosing to be associated with Sabine or not. And I don't know where I stand yet. I'm gonna say they were trapped, desperate, because we're kind of calling out on the fact that Yatagan made the deal with Sabine when they were desperate. So of course they made the deal, but... Many on the IR, Sleeper. I am sorry, but we must ask that our debts are paid in full. And I can't remember what Sabine's end of the deal was. Was it just working? Non-stop? God, I've forgotten a lot of the details here. I apologize for that. Oh, Sabine found something. I'm not saying that. I don't trust any of you. But maybe Rabia also doesn't know about that stuff. Maybe we... Maybe I should tell them. Rabaya, if Rabaya doesn't know, it might make her less loyal to find out. Oh, you know what? Oh, but will this make Sabine's punishment worse if they find them because of like the more they know type of thing? Know too much? Oh man, or is this just like us bowing down? Because I don't want to bow down. If I was saying this, it's more because maybe I can find out how much Rabaya knows. Yeah. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now to stand behind their claims? So yeah, Rabaya doesn't have time to even listen to a bad word about Yatagan. But maybe, you know, maybe we can get around to her. So I will find them or stay silent. I don't want to declare that I'm gonna find them. Stay silent. You realize that Rabaya has led you in a loop, and together you both come back up a staircase to the walkway where you met. You are free to go, sleeper. I have said what I wish to say. I thought I was being hired for something. She looks away through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You'll be able to see Yatagan, to see the low end with your own eyes, not as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabaya leaves, slipping back into her office, while you stare at the countless units, each a home, each with a story that make up the low end. Oh, that's not how I expected that to go. I thought I was being bribed and blackmailed. But unless they're playing the long game here, where I am being bribed and that's why I can get my medication cheap. Maybe they are genuine. I don't know. Maybe it is Sabine making stuff up, but I don't believe that. Okay. Did that not get us work? Oh, gave us a new one. Work for Rabaya. The thing is, right, so this would be us joining a gang. But then when they come for me, they are gonna protect the shit out of me. It's just how bad is this gang? Maybe I can become one of the super soldiers that is being monitored constantly. Doesn't sound like a good idea, does it? Right, let's check this out. So here's the tasks that we can do. Patrol the ward, which gives us energy. Yatagan perform many roles from protection to logistics and everything between. You never know what you may have to face on a patrol. Or we get scrap if we do collect tithies. Yatagan operates on an in-kind basis, you are told, and tithies of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. It sounds like oh my god, what's it called? You know, like Kingpin in Marvel. Is it just like a mafia? Where they like, look out for the community, but also give me money. You owe us for looking after you. And then, however you feel about Yatagan, it seems working with Rabaya is your best chance to get an insight into the organization. So we can still be undercover when we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6. So by us doing this isn't us committing to them. That's good then. Okay, so that's some things that we can do. And maybe we're gonna want some scrap for condition at some point as well. So, okay. Tomorrow the merchants come in. So maybe we can trade money for money. Can't believe I'm not doing any work at my bar. I feel so bad. We do need to pick a thing, but again, I just don't want to pick a thing until we get into the next place. So I do have a plan in place. So, and the plan is earn money. So that we can get to green place, green lands. So this is going to get us another 24. We're getting close. Oh, we do need to go to the restaurant tonight. I did say I was going to do that. But what we can do is we can... God damn it, it didn't give me it, did it? If I'd got an upgrade point there, I could have done double data. Oh man, how close are we to getting anything? Not today. Spend time as the Atcan enforcer. That's not until we complete the thing. Okay. I don't want to become an enforcer yet. But again, it's undercover, isn't it? So I'm the first thing. No, that's not right. Let's get some havenage data. So that could be 2 or 3. Extract data. I nearly forgot to extract the data. And this one. And I wonder if anything will happen with Castor when we buy his other thing. Or if he'll just be like done with us completely. That gets rid of like everything we've got, but that's okay. It's basically free, it's just costing us dice. Which could be money, so it's not free, but... Okay, now we have 2 ship mind cores. And a 3rd one on the build. So we could feel good about selling one at some point. Oh man, we could sell one now. It only, like, they're worth more than that, but I'm kind of tempted. We could have another one by tomorrow. I'm re-rolling these 3s. Oof, a 6. Oh wait, it doesn't cost 100 anymore. It costs... It doesn't cost 100 anymore. It costs thingy. We can afford it. I'm doing it. I was trying to save up 100. It cost 80. Founders Ferry Access. A heavily tattooed spacer takes your chits and tells you to prepare. She'll be waiting at the edge for your arrival. It's not a one-way thing, is it? We don't have to pay every time. Oh god. Oh. I don't think so. I need to come back and feed my cat. Let's go. Take the ferry across the Founder's Gap to the Greenway. I think it would tell me more, right? If... I think? Okay. Overgrown biosphere. Greenway. I don't know if that's what I was calling it or not. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. Glamorous entrance. Ishi? You turn around and see an unfamiliar spacer laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring down at you as if daring you to respond. Stubborn XXPR spacer. If we're role-playing as me, I say sorry to the person that nearly knocked me over. Wait, how is she looking at us? Daring us to respond? Oh, I will take her up on the challenge. Excuse me? She squints at you, shaking her head, before setting off down the corridor. So we're gonna come across her again. XPR, but XXPR. Okay. I'm not sure what a spacer is again. Oh, peak. I'm sorry for her. A second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission, they shrug. Okay, I'm just gonna say no, I'm not gonna be like, tell her to be careful. Not a problem. So this is a cautious XPR spacer. Cautious and stubborn. I can tell just based on the way they just acted. So, okay. You look more technical. They are the I've forgotten the names of the classes at the beginning. They are the class that I didn't pick compared to the class that I did pick being the other one, if that makes sense. Not a problem. You're sweet. Peak. Oh, Ishi? What would it stand for? Ishi. Esh? Could just be Esh? Ish? God, words are too hard. Eshi stands further down the corridor, gloring at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she is rushing to. Peak raises their eyebrow at you. Eshi, please! Do you want everyone on this station to hate us? Eshi hardens. They want to hate us. They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. From where? What cordon? Peak gestures in your direction. See? They don't even know what you're talking about. This station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. What does that mean? I'm not saying they are part of the administration. She jerks her head in your direction. But I am saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. The Briar? That's our ship. Peak! Eshi rolls her eyes. What are you doing? Peak ignores her. We're with the refugees. The ones Havenage have cordoned off from entering the station. Oh. That's the cordon. Eshi interrupts. The ones that are being quarantined in the makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Don't be annoyed, that was good information. Very passionate. Peak sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there and... They turn to Eshi. We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold up a hand to stop Eshi interrupting. But... Eshi turns away. Burning anger, a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. I like the dynamic of these two. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, their quarantine isn't helping. So yeah, these people have been through fuck knows what. They've arrived here because they've heard it's like the place to go to or whatever. And then like they barely made it as it is, and now they have to stay on the ships that they had with the supplies that they had, which is not a lot by the sounds of it, and it's not good. We need to help them. That's terrible. As she looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Peek, please. As she gathers herself and the supplies. Eshi, we need help. Just like the refugees needed us. We need others too. Wait, so these guys are helping? These people aren't refugees. These are helping the refugees. Is that right? Peek, or maybe were refugees and now helping the new ones. Peek turns to you. Come find us at the Climbing Briar. Oh no, come find us. The Climbing Briar is docked at the Broken Spoke, past the Greenway in the Wastes. We need to go to the Waste anyway. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us. They squeeze your hand. As she turns to leave and Peek follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, as she shouts back down the corridor. Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corner. Eshi already picking up speed as Peek calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla? What the fuck does that mean? Where are they coming from and why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. I think that's the nature of this place. It is just it's affected by everything that's happening outside, and clearly something is happening outside somewhere in the galaxy that's causing refugees, like maybe a war or a crisis. It could be any kind of crisis. Holy shit, there's so many things. Can we get to the Wastes from here? So the Climbing Briar, escaped XPR ship. Hope it doesn't have a tracker. Okay, we have a lot of stuff. And we also have a number 6 dice, so let's just go from the beginning. Oh, this is how we get back. Cool. So we don't have to pay each time. Greenway, overgrown biosphere. So this was what is going to open up some new things, right? Map the pathways and walk the greenway. So map the pathways. Rather than simply thrash through the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of this overgrown jungle. Try to better navigate its hazards. Is it that hazardous? Or the simplest way to explore the greenway is to simply pick a path and set off into its twisting chambers and passages. This carries obvious risk. Okay, so these are both the same amount. Like, we can do them both with a good 5 or 6. But this one gets us more, so we're always going to choose this one. Cool. Oh, hold on, I didn't finish reading it. Going green. Exploring the greenway is unlike any other place on the eye. It is, its overgrown chambers defy mapping. It doesn't look that bad. It looks quite nice. It's nice to have a jungle in space. Okay, let's see what else have we got. Service dock, which has another day on it. Hypha commune. Self-sustaining community. Oh. Wild margins. Artificial wilderness. I wonder where we find the mushrooms. The wastes. Okay. So this is the wastes. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. We've got so much to look at. Right. Let's start then with the service dock. Waiting for Feng. Oh. Oh, one more day. Feng's here in one more day. That's really important. That's going to help us maybe gauge how long it's going to take to get rid of our tracker and whether it seems viable. Why is it that you always have to wait for Feng? When is he going to be the one waiting for you? I know, right? That bastard Feng. So then we have Haifa Commune, self-sustaining community. Ooh, Haifa member, work the canteen, work the grow beds. So if we work a canteen, newcomers to the commune can work within the canteen, preparing the food, preparing and serving the food for those that make the compound their home, and work the grow beds. The grow beds are at the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You are invited to assist in maintaining them. So it's like gardening or catering. Haifa member, the only way to become part of the commune is to work your way in through long service. It isn't for everyone. Ooh, I want to. I like this. I like the sound of this. Yeah, I do like this. But you don't get anything else for it. God damn. Okay. I'm interested in this. Oh, I'm interested in everything. Wild margins, artificial wilderness. So what is this then? Search for signals. Rather than hiking around the wilderness, you can make use of your skills. Tap into the cloud and find Ashton. Oh, by his signals. Oh, this is for the Merc. That's been so long. I also want to pursue this. Seems like the obvious way to track someone, but in this overgrown tangle, this simple task suddenly becomes difficult. So, actually, interface is the better one here. Using the cloud. So, tracking Ashton. Ankita seems to think Ashton is out here at the wild edge of the greenway. Time to see if that is true. I'm so excited by all these things. The wastes. Gather scrap. Out here at the edge of the habitable parts of the eye, everything is scrap. So we can now gather scrap without it going towards Yatagan if we don't want to. But we should do it really going towards Yatagan because we can still be a secret agent. I wonder if you can't do everything. That's the point. Out here at the edge of the habitable parts of the... Oh yeah, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still usable and staying safe. So you can really get hurt if you get a bad roll here. The trick is just never ever risk a bad roll. And climbing Briar. They did ask us to come, but we had to bring things. Oh, we need these mushrooms. Oh, welcome to episode Flux. Episode Flux is the first of 3 episodic updates to Citizen Sleeper, telling the story of the refugee flotilla which has arrived at the Eye. Completing the action above will begin that story, but be aware that it is intended for late gameplay. Okay, so we can leave this for now then. We should do other things with the mushrooms first. Like, our friend would like some, and I want to give them to him first. And then we can also sell them if we need money. So, but we should save too once we get to that point to do this. It says it's made for late game. What is late game? I'm guessing that since the warning's there, we're not in late game yet. We have a lot to do here. But I think we're at the end of the Eye though. After this, it loops back around to the start. So, I mean, we're not at the end of, as in we have a lot to still do, but yeah. But for today, right, it's been nice coming over here and seeing and all that. But what we actually, I think we're gonna do, go back, just earn that money at that job so that we can go to that restaurant to get that off my mind and get some energy so we can be a bit more prepared. And then tomorrow, we've got a bunch of, like, we can literally make our choice about what we want to do next, because the intensive saving up was for that. Now we have spare thingies. Oh, this will be in tomorrow. Feng will be around tomorrow, so we have a lot to do tomorrow. So let's do a shift here. I'm terrified that we're gonna lose this job sometime. Because I just need to get this off my chest. Oh, and we do want to be saving up still, because I do really want to invest in Bliss. Because that's cool. But let's try and buy a spacer meal and see what it does. Oh, it better give us energy. Three energy. Okay, it's no more energy than the other place. Did it open anything up? It didn't. Oh, how rude. Okay, that's fine. At least now we know. Because you never know if the first time you do something, you're going to meet someone there. So, we've done it once. Now we know that we're just as good going to Emphasis stall. And we like Emphas, so we should give him our business. We have already re-rolled this, god damn it. So, what do we want to do with our 3? Let's go and... wait, what have we still got to do here? So still to do over the side. Ethan bullshit. Bar stuff. Repairing the ship. I think I've just given up on repairing the ship. What happens here? Oh, we can sell these. I'd love to know how much we would get for it. Like, do we get more for assembling? Well, we wouldn't know until we do it, and I don't want to waste it. I'll see what happens tomorrow when this thingy comes in. Hold on then. Right. Well, we don't want to do the energy thing today. Oh, there's also work in here as well that we can do. But like, we're still not at a place where we can be using 4s and 3s until we've got these +2s here, so. Hold on, did enter unlock the Greenway gate? Oh shit. Okay, let's go. Okay. I forgot. We didn't even look in here, over here. Oh yeah, it's all dark. Unlock the Greenway gate. Good stuff. Okay. Okay. Slot Greenway cipher. The entire Greenway is locked down, shrouded in a dark cloud of shifting currents. What is happening here? Please don't hurt me. Question marks. The cipher burns away as it's slotted, the data sparking like a lit touch paper. What has been unlocked? The cloud. In the data ghost of the eye. The Greenway roils beneath you like a silt-choked river. If what Navigator said was true, then no one has accessed these networks since the collapse. The Hunter and the Killer protocols have never set foot here, never cleared out the intelligences and systems. Ooh, so there could be literally anything here. So why then, you wonder, does it look so dark? Is it just that the bit rot has set in? The entropy of systems reducing everything to shadows and light? You watch as the slotted cipher fizzles in the one open, distorted gateway on this entire rim of the station. It flickers and winks out, and then you are falling into the flow. It's clearing up a bit, and this might let our friend through, and then they can start building up their refuge in the cloud. A river of swirling darkness. You are spun by it, twisted by it, lost in it. It's not that Greenway was hiding in the darkness. It is made of darkness. It is filled by this substance, this process, this swarm. Now you are among it. You notice that a swarm is exactly what it is. 1 billion individuals moving in a flow. Oh. There is no network map here, no nodes and threads, only a storm of interchangeable points, shifting configuration endlessly. Maybe it needs... Is it like a hive mind like thing and it needs a leader? Then you see them. Oh, a figure turned away. The only bright spot in the dark river. You push closer through the storm. I'm starting to think, okay, no, maybe the swarm is the enemy of this area then, like the killer and the hunter, but it could be something that we could maybe, you know, pacifistically help. Whoa, gardener, ingrown farm administrator. What am I looking at here? I see an arm. Is this a mushroom head? It's like crystal bodied that's smashed. Or like not necessarily crystal, stone, whatever. And then like fungal skin. You watch, silent, as they stoop and reach down. In their hand is a dark shape, and with twisted fingers they press down into the loam of data beneath them, pushing it through this trembling soil. Then they move away, go a little further and repeat the process as if they were sowing a field. Oh. You push forward, but somehow, despite their slow and deliberate speed, they move faster and they quickly fade into the storm. You reach the point where they planted the object and look down. There it is, a glassy, shifting polygon with something inside. You reach down and pick it up. It is cold, but it thrums with energy. You look towards the path of the figure, but they are long gone. When you blink out of the cloud, back to the leaves and the dappled light of the greenway, you hold a seed in your hand. Whoa, it transferred. Whoa. Seed? Gardener's seed. A seed. You need to find somewhere safe to plant this gift. How cool. Okay. Okay. So... Okay, I'm not seeing any prompts. Nope. Do we have to... I guess we have to plant it in real life. Because it's in our items, not in our data. We've got no data left again. So, I wonder where we would do... Oh, maybe in the commune? That would be safe. Okay. Right. Okay, this is good stuff. So, we have one more number 3 to go. Would we rather? Let's just check here. Yeah, everywhere we go, this 3 has a possibility of hurting us. So we should just do something safe with it, like work at the bar. Oh, see, we don't know if this is gonna hurt us, but it also just seems like a waste of a dice. When we could get negative, or we might just get 1, when we could just use 2, you know? It's not efficient. This is gonna get us hurt. A lot of energy, all the energy that we just bought. Or condition. I guess these -1 condition penalties won't be so bad once we have the scrap change thing. But I also don't need that. We didn't get an upgrade point for that, so I guess... Yeah, that just evolved. Find a nurturing grow bed for the seed. Okay, they've used specifically the word grow bed. What could be growing within them? Okay. I mean, I'm very intrigued. Alright, options are we just go back to the bar, which will earn us a bit of money, or we try this and we get to find out what the penalty is. Engage or endure. Canteen or grow bed. Engage or endure. So that would allow... Oh no, that doesn't do anything. Endure, engage. Chance to gain energy. So we're better off always, if we have the choice of that, doing engage. Where is it? This one. Canteen. Although we do want to go into the grow beds, but we put the thing in there? No, we've never even been here. Or we just work at the bar so that we can buy food for tomorrow, but I don't think that's necessary. We don't get anything for working in the bar. At least if we do... Oops. Oops, that's not it. At least if we do this, we might get a negative. It might be really detrimental, but we'll see, I guess. Neutral. Neutral gave us 2. That is good to know. Holy shit. Good dice gives us 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 left to get. Okay. Well, it didn't give us any more information, but at least we've done one. Where is it? Join the Haifa Commune. The Haifa Commune meets the needs of its members in exchange for work. Could you find a home here? I like the idea of this place. Like, this is calling to me. Except also the bar and this place. If I'm just thinking about a future, I like them both. Right, but that's our dice done. We need to go home, feed the cat, go to sleep. And then tomorrow we have the merchants are coming in. The Feng will be done, and then from there we have so much choice about what we actually want to do next. So we're not under much pressure for getting money right now, so we're in a good spot at the minute. Where's my home? I've gone straight past my home. Let's feed the cat. Because if we keep feeding the cat, maybe something will happen. Or maybe I'm wasting money. There's no way of knowing except unless I Google it, and I don't want to do that. So let's then call that the end of this episode then. Thank you very much for watching. I'm loving this. It's opened up again. And I mean, I've been loving it the whole way through. But I can't wait to like jump into this new area. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And I can't quite decide yet where I want to commit. But I would like to find the Merc guy. Like the Merc's friend or enemy or whatever. I would like to follow that route. The commune thing sounds awesome. Also, we do just need to map out the area to find some new stuff. Like whatever is there. Because every time that you add on little rectangles onto the little circle, you get to see new stuff. So there's so many opportunities in this new land. So let's end it there, and we will decide tomorrow, after whatever event it brings us, what we want to do next. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time with some more Citizen Sleeper. Good night and goodbye. Farewell. So long.